YouTube, back to this video with this steering gear. So just to update you again, we're running a 2001 Chevy S-10 with the 4.3 Vortec in it. We're replacing the steering gear pitman arm, and I am doing the idler arm as well, but that's going to be instructed in another video. So basically what I got my camera on here is these two little O-rings, and what these O-rings are going to go on are your whatever the hell you want to call these damn things, your power steering fluid hose dealy deal. Remove this. You have to excuse me, I'm just getting back out here for the first time today. Had some minor delays. It's taken me quite longer than it should have, but we should be rolling now. Okay, so your hose is down here. Again, I'm sure you heard me say it before when you watched my first video. Make sure that you soak these down in PD Blaster. Everybody's going to tell you the same thing. Use a very generous amount of lubricant on these, because if you don't and it's rusty, it's just probably going to break. And make sure you get yourself a flared wrench to get these bolts off. It's going to save you a lot of hassle. So these O-rings are going to go right under here. You can see that little black rubber deal there. So you get two when you get your pitman arm, or I'm sorry, your pitman arm. You get two when you get your steering gear. At least they should have provided your gaskets for you. Now let me cut to some fucking specifics here. You've got your pitman arm bolt there. This is going to be a 33 millimeter on your ZR2 Vortec 4.3. I'm not sure if it's going to be any different size on the different S10, the two-wheel drives, but on mine it was definitely a 33 millimeter. There was a lot of, you know, guessing going on online, guys, so I'm giving you the specifics right now. It's a 33 fucking millimeter. I'll say it one more goddamn time, a 33 millimeter. Make sure you write that shit down, because it was a pain in the ass trying to get the specifics on it. 33 millimeter bolt to hold the pitman arm to your steering gear. And your torque, you need it torqued down to 185 foot-pounds to be precise. You're definitely going to want a vise and something to hold this in place, because if you start moving this thing around, I haven't gotten it in there yet, and it's my first steering gear I'm doing, but I understand if you start moving this thing around, your steering's going to be all kinds of messed up. It ain't going to be aligned and whatnot, so make sure you have everything in order. So, you know, you make sure your steering wheel's straight. I made sure that was just fine before I pulled this whole thing out of here, but there you go, guys. So there's the three bolts that this thing is going to connect to. This here is going to be a 5/8. That's the bolt, or that's the socket you're going to use, a 5/8. You can see that. And you're going to want that torqued down. Let's go ahead and take a peek in the Chilton manual. I believe it's 55 foot-pounds. Yep, steering gear to the frame. I do mine in Newton meters because I was cheap and got a different wrench. But right there, see that? Steering gear bolt, 55 foot-pounds. I'll pan out a little bit. Maybe if you guys want a shot of this book, you can pause it and see. I've got it most of this converted to Newton meters. And they didn't have the hub nut in the book, as you can see, so I went ahead and added that one myself. I hope that helps you guys out. But we're going to go ahead and get the steering gear back in this truck, and we'll come back in after we get it all in there. So there you go. Got your torque specs down. Got your sizes. So I think that it's just about all the detail you guys are going to need. We'll see you when I get back. There's another thing. Don't be trying to touch your screen when you ain't got you get these gloves on. It just ain't working. It just isn't fucking working.